Hi guys, it's Sydney here today with I Inhale Books, and I'm trying to get some light because it's dark again, and I hate when it's dark and the only thing I have is this lamp here because I suck at lighting. Oh, behind me, that's what I need to do. Sorry guys if I knock the camera over. There we go, that's better. Okay, I'm doing my Friday video at like 10 o'clock at night because I totally forgot about it and I'm terrible at it, and I need to like pick like a time. I need to start posting it, and then maybe I'll post it at a better time and during the day so I have natural light instead of having to make my own. Anyway, I'm going to give you my wrap up and my TBR combined because I didn't have time. I had so many other videos that I had planned to do that I didn't have time to make a wrap up at the end of the month. So I'm just going to combine the two since my wrap up isn't too long and my TBR isn't too long because I don't plan on having very many books to read this month. So yeah, I figured I'd just combine the two. Regularly I'm going to be doing my wrap up at the end of on the last Friday of the month and my TBR on the first Friday of the month. But I might do, occasionally I might do two videos, one in the middle of the week, like maybe Tuesday or something like that. I think Tuesday, because then that gives me Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday I post a video, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I post a video on Friday. I think that's what I'll do. I'll post a video every Tuesday and Friday, so if you guys are waiting to see my videos, just expect them on one of those days. Tuesday might not be all the time, but Friday is all the time because lately I've had like 5 or 6 videos that I want to do, and I have to choose between them, and I have reviews that I need to film as well because I'm reviewing a couple books. So anyway, we're just going to jump in. I actually don't have the books that I want to read this month, so hold on one second. Alright guys, so I have my books here. I only have 3 plus an ebook that I'm planning on reading. Come here, puppy. That I'm planning on reading, and if I can get this done this month, then I might make my TBR bigger. That's kind of my goal. I want to stick to like 2 or 3, and then stop. Quit! Come here. Sorry, my dog's growling at my puppy. At the end of the month, when I see how many books I read, I want to expand my TBR every month until I get to the normal amount that I used to read a month. So yeah, and I'm actually not getting to any of these. This is my TBR shelf, in case you guys didn't know. I did a TBR video, and these are the books that were on it, and I have a shelf all for them. And I'm going to leave it here as one of the shelves you guys see in my videos, so you can watch. I'll take a book out, and you can watch it get emptier and emptier, so you can see my TBR disappear. I thought it would be cool, but I'm not jumping into it just yet because I have some library books and some half-finished books that I read during my slump that I'd like to finish first, and the Lunar Chronicles as well. Anyway, let's jump right in. My wrap-up for July? Yeah, my July wrap-up this month, I read 1 book, which isn't as big as I'd like, but it's an accomplishment, and I'm proud of myself. Halfway through this book that I read, I decided that this would be the only book I read this month because it was a book I needed to review. So I wanted to focus all my energy on just this book because it was important to me to read it and finish it since I hadn't yet, and I promised the author that I would read and review it, and I felt terrible because I got into a slump right after I received this book. So that book is called Not Every Girl by Jane McGarry, and if you are interested in my review, I reviewed it on Tumblr, I reviewed it on Goodreads, I reviewed it on my Instagram, I reviewed it on here. There is a video of it. I think it's my last video, and I also posted a link to my review on Tumblr on Twitter. So if you guys are interested in looking at any of those, the written review or the review where I talk about it, please check it out, and definitely go check out that book. It's an amazing book. But it was a great book about a girl named Olivia. I'm just going to give you a little synopsis. Who lives with her she's around 16 or 17, I'm pretty sure, and she's the 3rd oldest of 5 girls, I think. She has 2 older sisters and 2 younger sisters. And she has to go through a lot of struggles because she wants to do what the boys do, and her family expects her to be dainty and pretty and princessy and run a family one day and not go out and fight and, you know, that kind of stuff. because, well, thank you for taking my bookmark out of my book. Good thing I didn't start it yet. My dog decided to take it. Anyway, yeah, it's a pretty good read. She wants to, you know, go on missions and do that kind of stuff with her father and with her friends, because she's friends with some of the boys, but they think she can't because she's a girl. So she has to try and go through all of that, and you get to watch her through her adventures and through her struggles, and it's an amazing book, and I definitely think you guys should check it out. It's not finding me. Anyway, that's the only book I read this month. I'm quite proud of it just for the fact that I finished it and I reviewed it for the author. Anyway, this month I have 4 books that I'm reading. The first book is also a review book that I have decided to read first so that I can get it done as well. I've decided not to just read this one, hopefully, because I'd like to get a couple more books in. The first book I'm reading is Collide by Anna. For some reason I think it's Anna Kent, but I think I'm wrong. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. I think it's Amy Kent. It's something Kent. I'm terrible, I know. Don't listen to me. Anyway, it's called Collide. You'll know more about it when I read it, when I post a review. I will be posting a review on all the same social media sites that I posted the last one. So please get ready for, not get ready. It'll probably be my Tuesday video at the end of the month. And would you stop biting me? So look out for that. And yeah, my next 3 are 2 library books that I have to read by the 18th. So I'm really hoping that I can get at least one of them done. The first one is Emmy and Oliver by something Benway. You can't see it. My dog is really interested in it for some reason, and she's stuck. That's nice. Robin Benway. And I got this from the library. It's about a girl named Robin, in case you didn't know. Emmy. Oh, it's about a girl named Emmy. What am I talking about? It's about a girl named Emmy who just wants to be in charge of her own life. She wants to stay out late, surf at her favorite beach, go anywhere without her parents' relentless worrying, but Emmy's parents can't seem to let her go. Not since the day 10 years ago when her best friend Oliver disappeared. Oliver needs a moment to figure it all out. He thought all these years that his father was a good guy. He never knew that his dad had kidnapped him and kept him on the run. Discovering it all at once and returning to his old hometown has his heart aching and his thoughts whirling. Emmy and Oliver were going to be best friends forever. They could have been even more before their futures were ripped apart. To Emmy, despite the space and time between them, their connection has never been severed. But this is their story. Is their story still meant to be, or are their hearts like the pieces of 2 different puzzles, impossible to fit together? I've never read the description for that because normally I don't, but I thought I'd read it to you guys, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to read this book. It sounds so interesting. I might have to go read it after I get off of here. The next one is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, which I'm kind of reluctant to get into. I really like Rainbow Rowell, but a lot of people said this is a fantasy, and I hate fantasy. I'm not really a big fantasy fan. I've read a couple fantasies, and I enjoyed them, but this, I don't know. Some fantasies I'm not a fan of. Like, there's stuff with fantasy in them. Like, I think Clockwork, and I think the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices have some fantasy in them, of course, because a lot of books just have fantasy. But I see those as more dystopian books where it's about real life, but they're in an alternate universe, or they're in a world that's made up. That's what I see it as. Anyway, yeah. I'm excited to read this, but I'm also reluctant for the same reason. Next one is Crest by Marissa Meyer, which I plan on reading because I finished Scarlet last month, and I really want to finish the series. I've decided not to just go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, because I feel like if I do that, I will overexert myself on the same author, and I'm afraid that will put me in a slump, because that usually does if I read the same author over and over again. So I thought I'd put a couple books in between before I read Crest. Now, I'm going to try and read this one, but if I can't get into it, I'm just going to skip it and read Crest. After Crest, I'm going to read Lady Midnight. That I have kind of on my list. It's halfway through, so whenever I wanted to read the library books first, obviously, and then I wanted to start on Crest just to get it out of the way. And after Crest, I need a book to read before I read Ferris and Winter. So I also have 2 other library books, but I might get to those later or renew them and read them next month, because I'm not going to try and force myself to read all 4 that I got. So anyway, this is my very small TBR. I'm really excited to get into all of these books, this one particularly now, and this one because obviously I want to see how the story continues. And Rainbow Rowell is so amazing. I really hope I enjoy Carry On. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of long longer than I had anticipated, but I rambled a little bit in the beginning, so, and I talked more about the books than I thought I would. But anyway, don't forget, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comments below for any suggestions of videos that you would like. If you would like for me to review a book of yours, or a book that you love and you want to see my opinion, or a book that you're reluctant to read and you'd like to know someone's opinion before you read it, please send any reviews to my email down below, or you can direct message me on my Instagram, which the name of that will be in the outro at the end. And if you enjoy my videos please subscribe to my channel and follow me on my book Instagram. I also have a Gilmore Girls Instagram, a personal Instagram, and a dog book Instagram. It's a bookish dog Instagram, which is just pictures of books with dogs, because all my dogs are named after book characters. So yeah. Anyway, that's all for today. Don't forget to check out my videos every Tuesdays and Fridays. And don't forget, your day isn't finished until you've sniffed a book. Bye!